Hi, water signs. Welcome to fire. It's Aries season. And I thought this month I would combine each of the elements together for a general reading. Make sure it's time stamped for you below. And we'll resume regular scheduled love readings a little later in the week. And each of those will be individual. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, for clicking on this video, for sharing it. We recently just broke 400 subscribers, which is so awesome. And thank you very much for assisting in that growth. It means so much to me. So let's go ahead and get into it. I think we'll start with Pisces, because Pisces is last all the time. You guys are the last sign of the zodiac. Your season nearly killed me. It's always really interesting taking the seat in a water energy. I don't have much water in my chart. So anytime it's water, a water sign, I'm like, okay, drowning in all of the emotions that I have. So Pisces, thank you, and also, dang, y'all got a lot going on. So I'm doing a 5-card spread, theme, challenge, unexpected, advice, and outcome for my Pisces people first. What does Pisces need to know for April 2019? How is it already April? Pisces, it's your card. You are the focus and the theme for this month for yourself. The moon is representative of you guys, the emotional realm, the realm of the subconscious, of secrets, of things that have yet to be illuminated. You are very connected to like the spiritual world and the world of emotions and feelings and the shadow side, the shadow self. And so April is kind of painted with that color. The Piscean nature kind of continues a little bit as you figure out this whole self-love, self-worth stuff out, as you relate to others in a different way, perhaps showing up differently in your relationships, especially your relationship with yourself. So as you focus on the self and your feelings and the depths, your challenge is also a reminder to have strength. The Strength card is also the Leo card. So if you are dealing with a Leo or a Leo sort of energy, they could be a little bit difficult this month. It might, being that both of these cards are major arcana so far, and the first being so intimately involved in your emotions, in your subconscious realm, and self-love, self-worth issues. The Strength card comes in as a very important reminder for you to know that you can make it through anything, that you can get through anything, and you've already gotten through so much. Piscean women are some of the strongest women I've known. So tap into that strength, the strength that even you didn't know you had. And I think you kind of fool yourself sometimes a little bit too, like, oh, I can't do this, it's too hard, it's too difficult, and then you just go and do it very easily. So this month, you are being asked to tap into that reserve of strength that maybe you've been hiding away, that you yourself have even forgot you had back there. So just tap into it. And get ready to persevere. There are obstacles. There are always obstacles. There are always challenges. But the Strength card is here to remind you that you can get through anything. That you have gotten through everything up until this point. So why wouldn't you continue on in a powerful path? Okay. Unexpectedly, we have the Cancer card, the Chariot, If you, so far, all three of these are major arcana. So big lessons, big things dealing with primarily your solar plexus chakra. This yellow here is all about your sense of self, your sense of worth, self-love, self-care, self-direction, confidence, faith. All of those things are combined in these cards here. So unexpectedly, there's some sort of journey that you're being asked to embark on, either a physical journey. Some of you might be moving. Others of you are just embarking on a new path emotionally or in the realm of the subconscious, where you're being asked to like tap in, to listen to your intuition, if I could speak clearly, to listen to your intuition and to like rein in your power, hone it all in. Okay, use that strength to get both of these polarizing opposites to work in tandem together. Definitely. Some of you, it's a Cancer or a Cancer energy is coming back. There could be an emphasis around your family, around an old lover, your home. Again, lots of those themes are highlighted. It's a big month. All three cards so far are major arcana. You're learning a lot, and you're learning a lot of things very quickly, which is excellent with that Chariot card, because you need to apply this knowledge on your journey, wherever you're going, be it a new job, a new home, a new relationship, a new mindset, a new business venture. Whatever it is, you have to take with you your self-confidence, your sense of self, your boundaries, your determination, your perseverance. All of that is required of you at this time. As you become clearer and clearer on your direction, your advice is the Six of Cups. Again, something is coming back around for you to take stock of. For others, this is an emphasis on your own children, to spend more time with the family, to make decisions that will honor your children and your family lifestyle, that will get you closer to this feeling of nostalgia and innocence and wonder, childlike wonder. Stay curious, Pisces. Stay open, stay curious, keep your heart open. Keep it open. Your outcome is the Queen of Pentacles, and that is such a wonderful card for self-love and self-care. If you look at her, she is so family-oriented, so stable and nurturing, that she puts all of her love and all of her effort into this pentacle here. So yes, there is an emphasis on family and on matters of the heart and the home. Definitely pour yourself into those things. But before you do that, you need to fill your own cup. And I just posted this on Instagram today. But first, fill your own cup. And that's what this queen is reminding us of here. She can get so lost in her love for others that she often forgets about herself. So the medicine of this card is asking you to take time out for yourself, to check in with your emotions, your subconscious, what direction you would like to move forward in, and give that all to yourself first, so that you are full enough to give to others, to those people that you love the most, those friends that are like family, those connections that transcend space and time. I have Angels and Ancestors Guidance card for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know regarding these energies here? 3 of the 5 cards are major road signs. Lots of yellow, which I've been getting a lot today. For Aries season. Aries season really is trying to get us to embrace ourselves and who we are first before others. It's like a me first energy, but in the best way possible. check in with self. Self-love, self-care is the name of the game. All right. A bunch of cards came out, but instead of shuffling all over, I'm just going to read them to you and let them resonate where they may. First is Traveler, move in a new direction. And like I mentioned with this Chariot card, you all are beginning a new journey somewhere. A physical journey, mental, emotional, spiritual, what have you. So get ready to move in a new direction, to do things differently than you've done it before. Protection, Guardian. It says drop your shields. Know that regardless of what comes your way or what happens, you have this inner strength. You can accomplish anything. You can get through anything. And you've proven it over and over and over again. The last thing we have here is to move beyond ancestral patterns. So this month, if you do see yourself repeating the same cycles that do not serve you any longer, if you see yourself feeding into that, have the courage to love yourself more. To love yourself more than you love the drama or the security or the comfort of having that old thing or doing this old thing. Move beyond these patterns. Move in a new direction. Two of the three cards here are talking about moving somewhere else, going somewhere else, doing something else. So I hope that as this month progresses and as these old things try and make their way back, that you decide to put yourself first. And if from that lens of me first, if these other things look like something you would like to participate in, then go for it and do it. But if you're looking out at your opportunities and really feeling stifled and feeling like this is the same old thing that you've just got done doing, then have the courage to break those patterns and to move in a new direction. It's completely up to you. It's completely up to you. What's meant for you cannot miss you, regardless of the decision you make now. It could be prolonged. You might have to wait a little bit longer, but what's yours is always going to be yours. And so I hope you choose yourself this month, and always choose yourself. Okay, next we have Cancer. Cancer's making a little cameo into Pisces reading already. All right, Cancer, your theme for the month is the Devil. If you're connecting with a Capricorn, here they are. Otherwise, the Devil card is multifaceted, as are most of the cards in the tarot. The Devil card is a representation of codependency, codependent relationships, addiction, sexuality. It's about the carnal pleasures, which are great, right? They're great. But sometimes when we indulge in these things, we are giving our power away to something else, someone else, to some other force. So this month, Cancer, really examine the ways in which you've given your power away. Are you happy with your current landscape? Are you happy with the way things are looking? If you're in a relationship with a Capricorn, you could be really happy with the way things are going with that, right? And that's that multifaceted aspect of the card. If you can honestly check in with yourself and you know that you are doing something that is damaging to your body, to your opportunities, to your work life, to your relationship, then it's time for you to choose another path. However, if you're looking at this and you don't see the ways in which you've given your power away, then we'll see what the other cards say. Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is like one of the strict parents of the zodiac, of astrology, since he's a planet. He's all about getting things done and learning your lessons as you try and achieve them. It's kind of a stern parent, which is why Capricorns are often pretty stern. The challenge this month, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you might be looking at something you've been working on and feeling like, is this worth my time? Is this worth my energy? Do I really want to stick around to complete it? Do I have to be here? Am I obligated to be here? It's kind of, this card is kind of a pivotal decision. It's representative of a pivotal decision. This person can choose to stick with his crops and the time and effort that he's already put into it, or he can decide that enough is enough and he's going to go work on a different project. This works with the devil energy in that, to a certain extent, you might feel like, well, I've already put in so much time. I might as well keep going with it. And for some of you, that'll work great. But just because you've put time into something doesn't always mean it's worth seeing it through. So you're going to have to decide that this month with some work things, some earth sign things, if you're connecting with an earth sign. Maybe it has to do with home or relationship, whatever it has to do with, you ultimately are deciding to stay or go. Does this benefit me and where I'm trying to go? Is this a good money move? Is this a good investment of my time, of my energy, my passion? Unexpectedly, we have the Knight of Wands. More fire, more passion, more sex here. With the Devil and the Knight of Wands, you could be feeling really drawn to certain characters, really drawn to certain endeavors that perhaps you weren't expecting to be drawn toward. If this is a romantic partnership or situationship, that person could be looking really good right now. Okay, you might want to revisit it and check things out. The thing about the Knight of Wands, though, is that while it will be fiery and passionate and all those things, it's often short-lived, right? So you could go back to this Devil energy, put in some more time, but that Knight of Wands, it burns out bright. Unexpectedly, there's some communication, some message, some offer. But is it long lasting? Is it what you really want? Advice. Here's the Taurus card. So I'm seeing lots of earth energy, a little bit of fire as well for Cancer. So as an advice card with the Hierophant, now is not the time to go against any establishment or institution. If this is in regard to work, to school, to religion, what have you, the Hierophant is about gaining acceptance from the group, from the collective. The Hierophant deals with money. He deals with relationships, contracts, religion, belief, that sort of thing. So your advice here You know, if you're talking to a Taurus or a Capricorn, we're just dealing with these energies. Your advice is to stick with convention. To stick with convention at this point. Rebelling against this is really interesting, but rebelling against any of the institutions that we just got through listing. Rebelling against them isn't going to get you where you would like to be. So instead, what should you do? Be more like the Hierophant. Be someone that is more reliable, trustworthy, dependable, honest. Interested in doing the right thing. The Hierophant is also, he's the one you have to get through in order to gain access to what's behind him, right? So he kind of sits and allows others to come to him. And perhaps that is the message here, to allow others to come to you, not to chase. Not to immediately dive or seek to dive into something else right off the bat. But to allow it to come to you. And if you are insistent on moving toward it, to make sure that you do it at a slow and steady pace. With work, with school, with your business, with the law, any sort of group or institution, getting married, divorced, signing a lease, what have you. Make sure that this is truly something that you want to do. Something that you want to hitch your wagon to. It took me a minute, but I think I got it out. So your outcome, Temperance. Now we have the Sagittarius card. Lots of characters here. 3 major arcana. So the Temperance card is here to let you know, if it's not a Sagittarius, it's here to let you know that things are going on behind the scenes. The angels and the ancestors are getting things geared up, getting them all situated so that it can bring to you what you've been asking for. There are things still falling into place. And clarity is certainly on its way. As you move through the month, try not to let your passions get in the way of what you know what's good for you, right? Don't let this Knight of Wands short-lived energy interrupt everything that you're trying to build. I just heard for some reason now is not a good time to be breaking up any marriages. If it resonates, it resonates. And there's some interesting stuff going on with you guys, Cancer. I would love for one of you to explain this to me. You know, in specifically related to you and what you're dealing with. Like, who's the devil for you? Who's the Hierophant? Who's Temperance? Are we talking to a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Sagittarius? Or is this more about like an old cycle? In any case, what does Cancer need to know about the month of April? What does Cancer need to know from their angels, ancestors, and spirit guides? What does Cancer need to know? Okay. Let me get another one since it didn't fall out. The first one says, Spring, see your seeds grow. That reminds me of that Seven of Pentacles card. You're starting to see things appear that you've been asking for, but is it enough? And for those of us who say it's not enough, choose your path. Decide which direction you are moving in. Are you going to stay chained to this one outcome, to this one opportunity? Or are you going to move on to potentially greener pastures? Choose your path. You get to decide. Are you going to go back and do the same old thing that you've been used to doing with the same people you've been used to doing it with? Or are you ready to invite something else in? I'm curious. Let me know, guys, in the comments down below. Now we are on to Scorpio. I'm a Taurus. You guys are the exact opposite of me. You know what they say, opposites attract. What's going on with Scorpio? All of your mystery. I know Uranus is in your house of relationships until 2026, teaching you a lot about how you show up in your relationships, who you are in your relationships. Your theme is the Eight of Pentacles. So as I talk about relationships, you guys automatically rebuff. Nope. I'm focused on work. So Scorpio does have a focus on its money, on its coins, on your job opportunities and improving them, improving opportunities for wealth. If this is a relationship thing, you're deciding to work on these relationships and put in the work willingly. The challenge, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Feeling as though things are moving too quickly or things are unreliable. The Wheel of Fortune is a wonderful card. But since this is in a challenging position for you, we need to read it as such. So the one thing about the Wheel of Fortune is that it's always turning. The wheel is always turning. You might find yourself on the top of the world in terms of luck and wealth and money. And then in the next revolution, you find yourself on the bottom. The message here is that regardless of if you're on top or if you feel down in the depths, the wheel is always turning, and it will turn in your favor. If it's not there now, it will turn in your favor. Again, and it's about having that faith and that wherewithal, the determination, the perseverance to get through it, even when things are not as you had hoped they would be. So maybe this is about money coming in, or attempting to manifest more money, or something at work and it not working out. While that causes difficulty, that doesn't mean that you're doomed, right? The Wheel of Fortune is going to come back around. And it's your job to trust that, to have faith in that. Do some money affirmations this month, Scorpio, if you do find that your money is a little off. Money is attracted to me. Money loves me. Abundance finds me. Short phrases that you can repeat and believe and place your energy into. The Wheel of Fortune is also about like completion, a cycle completing, something having ended. And that could potentially be why you're focusing so much so on your work, because it's something you can control. Man, I'm having a hard time talking. It's still Mercury retrograde. Sorry, guys. Unexpectedly, we have the Four of Swords. You're still needing to heal from something that's happened, from whatever the Wheel of Fortune closed out and took away. You are needing to heal from that, to take some time to reflect on it, meditate with it, and get quiet with it so you can move on and move forward in your life. Unexpectedly, there's an opportunity for you to do that, for you to gain that peace and that closure. For sure. All right, your advice for the month of April. The Emperor. Take back your power. If you are connecting with an Aries. Oh, this is Aries season, duh. During Aries season, take your power back. Focus your mind and your sights on what it is that you can create. Focus on your money. Focus on your business. Focus on your creative and passionate endeavors. Have that laser-like focus on what it is that you want, what you're seeking to accomplish. Use Aries season to make progress in work. Yes, I love it. Focus on building that empire of yours. Okay. If you've had some sort of business idea, now's a good time to get going on it. Your outcome card is a Libra card, Justice. It's about you getting what you deserve. You getting out of life what you put into it. You getting out what you put in. 3 major arcana: Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and Justice. Things will go your way. They will go the way that you most need them to go. Everything is working out in your favor because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Make sure that you are on the right side of your karma. This month, if there's anything you can do to soften your karma or assist your karma in any way, do it. You need to go help some people out or do something kind. Repair something that has been broken. Do it. What does Scorpio need to know about April 2019? Lots of focus on building, working, creating, manifesting. It says, White Witch, be the light. Be the light. So if you can't see where you're headed or where you're going, or you're not entirely certain, be that for yourself instead of waiting for it, instead of lamenting about like being in the darkness. I mean, you guys are the sign of death, transformation, and rebirth. You got to bring your own flashlight to that sort of thing. So be the light in your own life. Be that pillar of strength. I want to do one more for the love you guys. You guys are headed into a lot of lessons, a lot of opportunities, but a lot of lessons. So take that time this month for the Four of Swords energy to rest, to integrate, to really contemplate, and to visualize, and to dream, and to let go, to be lighter. Okay. I love this. I feel good now. So, Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. Trust in your talents in changing times. This Wheel of Fortune is constantly moving, but you got to trust in your own ability to create something wonderful, to be the emperor of your own empire. to be the leader, to direct your path. And finally, Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Honor those messages that you receive as you take the time to heal, integrate, and find peace. Act on those messages that you get from your higher self, from your ancestors, your spirit guides, what have you. They're here to help you. You don't have to do it alone. I know you can, but you don't have to. So, I hope this message resonates for you guys. I love you so much, and I will see you soon in the coming videos dealing with love. Again, we will do that sign by sign, and you'll be facing the cards so you can see the story played out the whole time. All right, I love you. I'll see you shortly. Bye.